seriously, your cast is now complete, right?
Yes.
So what are you most excited about? Like, in the range of everyone you have in your cast, what really excites you about the team?
Good question.
The best thing about the cast that we have is that every single person in this film is capable of challenging one another, which is, when you're dealing with actors of an extremely high caliber, it's really easy to rest on your laurels and trust a handful of performers or even one performer to sort of be the life of the movie. And especially when you're dealing with comedy, which there's heavy comedic elements of Quantum Theory, it's a lot of the time what you're going to get is sort of one person who's the ringer and who's the life of the show, and everyone else who's kind of clustered around them, and that's just not what we're doing. When you watch the most classic comedies or the most timeless comedies, what you're really looking at is an ensemble where the ball gets passed around and you never really know what's going to happen, and that's definitely what the film is always written to be. And finding a way to achieve that from a casting standpoint is something that a lot of filmmakers have attempted to do and failed at, especially in the annals of independent cinema. And when I have meetings like the one we have tonight, one of the most common remarks that I get from actors is, wow, I can't remember the last time I was in a room with people who were that engaging and who were that satisfying. And it's exciting because when we do hit the set, and we're going to have 2 weeks of rehearsal, we're going to get to balance this whole show out. Everyone's going to be on the same show. By the time we hit the set, the mechanics and the timing and the sort of superstructure of the comedy is all going to be in place, and people are going to be dealing with these little tiny moments, just like you saw in SAS Times Acceleration, where the timing and the structure is there, and then when we get the camera rolling, it's time for them to find these little tiny things, and it just becomes this movie that you can watch again and again and again and again, because there's all these little bits of treasure that you can't possibly hope to soak in. And having a cast that can provide each other with that and then can pull that out of the script is really exciting. So that's why we wrote the show to begin with. And the fact that we've achieved it is fantastic.